In the time of Wilhelm Reich, they were questioning the biomedical model of medicine. Because the biomedical model of medicine, it eliminates experiences. It eliminates your life biography. The model, the theoretical foundation of medicine, eliminates your biography. That's how they've been since Descartes. Because they want to make us all the same. Because if we all have the same physiology, one pill to one person, it works for everybody. In the 1920s, scientists in Austria, and especially in Vienna, there were many who believed that this cannot be true. Everybody knows that experiences influences us. Then Wilhelm Reich believed that experiences influences our body, our physiology. Emotion is adaptive physiology, is the vegetative system. Experiences of life are stored in the body. The experiences of life already from childhood characterizes our biology. So we never become the one we should have been. To be a child is recognized between the world of child psychologists as hardcore. All these experiences are stored in the biology, in the body. Traditional medicine doesn't take that into consideration of biography. Wilhelm Reich didn't believe this, so he went another way, looking at how different kind of relational experiences will influence the child. How loss of attachment in childhood will create anxiety, aggression. And this will tell me through your instinctive body language, your history. Your history is here now today, and for those who can read it, it's an open book. We have learned to systematize the instinctive body language, and that is everything from voice, skin, eyes, mimic, postures, body fat distribution, all the movement when you're breathing. And this we have systematized. This is the difference from medicine, also from clinical psychology. Clinical psychology, we look for what's your problem. What we're looking for is what is difficult for you. What is difficult for you means how can we recover you? It's about recovery. And this is shown in the body, in the total communication between us instinctively. What's been found out is something called epigenetics. It's how the genes open and build us, how we become the one we are. The process from the gene to the body, that is epi. And what they found out is that this process from the, also how it programs, if it goes good programming or bad programming, is relational experience. Conditions. It's called experience conditions epigenetic mechanism. The whole theoretical foundation of medicine has fallen. It's for say it like it is. I mean, if the human was a sailboat on the open sea, medicine say, sea and weather doesn't influence the boat. And then comes the problem again, because medicine today has divided in, it's called organ specification. It means they have divided the body in eye doctor, ear doctor. That's how the hospitals are built. From the research of epigenetics, they know that this is wrong. We cannot have anymore. Because if I do something with the one organ, it will compensate problems in some other place. So they don't see today's medicine, the dynamic of the whole organism is lost. First, they have disregarded the most important factor that influence our life. Experiences. Then they have made us all the same physiology. Every human organism reacts different to the same stimuli. Two identical twins will react different to the same stimuli. What is making the difference between the organism is this experience conditions mechanisms. The genius thing is that because he was looking at the newborn babies and the very small child, looking at how they were breathing and how they were moving. And then he could see that there is a free movement, something we call spontaneous, biological, determined movement. Spontane biologische Bewegungen. This contact is always imperfect or lacking. And in my tradition, this is what characterizes the person. The lacking contact with the biological determined movement. The body moves, expands, closes, is a pelvic motion. This movement is the self-regulation of the organism. The basic of this therapy is motorische Störung. It's like if you have a pattern in your body which is closing down. The only way to open this is to create disturbance in this neural physiological pattern. And then by moving, I create motorische Störung, and then the new is coming. Wilhelm Reich came to Norway in the 1936 with the method. He's the founder in the world of terapiorienterad psychotherapy. There is two directions in the vegetotherapy in Norway. it's one direction, the karakteranalytische, when we're talking. Then there is the other direction, which is where I come from, self-regulating, experience-orientated. Don't touch. Reich, he looked at the panzer and the disturbance, and he could tap to create motorische Störung with the hands. But we, from my tradition, we believe if it's going to last, you have to create a disturbance yourself. And then it's lasts, and then it goes much deeper, and then we don't have to talk. And this is the problem, because touching, this is one discussion, touching, you never know how the person reacts to touch. So massage, we have stopped with the guys I'm working with in pro cycling, no more massage. Yeah. Massage on a cold, tired body leads to fever, as a self-healing. Because there's so much disturbance that after a while the body cooks out and gets sick. Sickness is experience. What kind of experience or emotional response can be the problem of lower back? If you think in experience-oriented way. Then we know when I get angry, I'm tightening here and the back. And when I don't release it, when I suppress aggression, it stays. So what happened then if I use physio on this pattern? Nothing happened. It just gets worse. We call it echo source, emotional, cognitive, somatic reconstruction. Then we go direct back to the traumas. And then you find out, what did I do to myself that time? And then I help you, guide you through this traumatic thing to re-establish the consequences, what happened, then to remove that structure. The whole trauma in the body is flushing up, boom, because it was never released properly. We go back to where there is limitations and let you clean out the limitations. Because it's a lot of energy in this. And it's been sucking your energy for 20, 30 years. We take this 30 years of energy, set it free. We have compensated our life around the trauma. And we don't have the full power anymore. This missing contact with the biological determined movement. I want to talk a little bit about how important this method is for kids. It is possible to take away the emotional disturbance of the day. Let them do some spontaneous movement, a little bit, because they're breathing normally. Only 20 minutes for a child can be a life changer. And make them more calmer, make them more focused, because the method are improving all functions of the organism. Your seeing, your hearing, taste. It's like a universal key to human performance. Professional sportsmen are a victim of sports medicine and physio. They never get rid of the injury. They're disturbing self-regulation. Every treatment they do is attack. And it creates a kind of pattern on the injury that needs to be opened again, so to get a new injury. If you come from this other science with the experiences out and organ-specific thinking, and when I'm telling you what we can do, it's not possible in their world. It's outside the reality of today's medicine. We are living in the world of sympathicus, stress. If you don't release it from sympathicus, where does it go? It goes straight in the immune system. Medicine doesn't understand it because they see each separate thing down to the end of the microscope, and they go down, and in the end they find the epigenetic opening of the genes. And then they suddenly understand the whole it opens is based on experiences and emotions. So what the fuck have we used billions of to find out this? And then it's experience that does this. There's no pill that can do anything. In the science world, it's changed. Proofs are there. But still, 99.9% of all medicine in the world is based in the old paradigm. Let's say that aging has also to do with the experiences of the body. Sometimes you can have a shock and you get grey hair the next day. So with the method, we can get your hair black again. I've seen this happen. But the general movement, the people can learn themselves. Like I learn my athletes, so they get independent of me. Don't need me. They can do it themselves. That is what it's about, is to make the athlete independent of everybody except himself. So the athlete can be his own boss. Take charge of his own training, his own life. Know that, okay, this I can use, this I can use. This. Don't be dependent on anybody in the choices he takes.